Good morning, everyone. This is Korith Landwalker, and this is an unusual date and time for me to be streaming. It's Labor Day here in the US, so I had a free morning, so I thought I would entertain folks with a couple hours of Valheim. I've done one previous Valheim stream before. A couple folks, online friends, asked me if I would do a stream on Valheim at some point so they could see the game. And I decided about maybe a week or so ago to do that stream. And it was kind of prompted by the news of the upcoming Hearth and Home update, which should be happening in about a week and a half. So we'll be seeing that change a whole bunch of stuff. So for me at least, this may be the last hurrah of the game as it currently exists. So last time, I created this character, unimaginatively named Landwalker, and we put him into the even more cleverly named world, This Land. For those, I'm sure that someone out there will recognize the genesis of that, but I'll just leave it to the side for now. And during that last, first stream, and the last stream, not the last, but my last, this is why the English language is a trick sometimes. My previous stream, my first and previous stream, there you go. We basically did the introduction to Valheim and took out the first of the Forsaken, Eikthyr. And I managed to get myself in pretty decent shape. Now the first thing I'm going to do here, the big plan today is to go into Black Forest, one of the several biomes that exist. And let's see, I can usually find it on my map if I move the cursor around, my little mouse cursor, and there we go. This area is Black Forest area. So I gotta cross the river, and down here, I've got a couple areas marked on the map listed as Boar Country because the area near me seemed to be incredibly lacking in wildlife, which meant making cooked meat was challenging, to say the least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick look at what I've got in my chests right now, because I'd like to do some preparation for... chests don't have what I was hoping. I was hoping to have more feathers, because feathers are a key ingredient for what I'm going to need to do. Oh well, that's life. So first step, let's cook up some meat. And while the meat is cooking, we're going to go to my workbench and see what I need to do to make an antler pickaxe. You see, the antlers were a drop from Eikthyr, and the pickaxe is going to be a very big deal in the Black Forest, because we need to evolve ourselves out of the Stone Age and into the Bronze Age from a personal standpoint. And before I do anything like that, I want to make sure everything is nice and prepared. The first part of being prepared is having food. You'll notice over here in my left, I've got 3 little boxes next to my health bar. And food will add to my health and to my stamina. And I can have 3 different kinds of food active in my system at once. So, my best situation right now is basically cooked meat, cooked necktail. I saw that. I saw a Hail Warrior vocalization. The Raven Hugin is sitting somewhere outside. Oh, he's gonna have to wait because I need my meat. Oh, and I'm also cooking my necktails. Awesome. Now I'm going to need a lot more wood, because not only do I need to make the pickaxe. But I think it's time to secure my home a little bit better. You see, eventually, my activities here are going to get the attention of some really nasty guys. And by nasty guys, I mean lots and lots of critters coming to invade my homestead. Clearly, this means I will need to have some defense. I hear you, Hugin. Okay, since the Raven is not going to shut up, because quote the Raven, talk some more. Up, and when you know it, it's nighttime. I really don't want to be out here at nighttime. Okay, let's dry off again at the fire. Luckily, being by the fire dries me off, and I can't go to bed while I'm wet. Oh, accursed timing. But maybe we'll be lucky and it'll stop raining by the time the morning comes. No catchy quote here, so it is morning. Bright and cheerful. Well, not bright yet, and it's not raining though, so I'm going to call it cheerful. So what I need, and there, did he zap himself underneath the? Nope, he's over here. Okay, let's see what the bird has to tell me. You have crafted a pickaxe. No, I haven't. See, I haven't made. Oh, actually, I did. Well, that's embarrassing. I seem to have done that at the end of last stream. That shows you how good my short-term memory is. You have crafted a pickaxe. The Black Forest is rich in minerals. There you can find copper in the ground and tin lining the ocean shore. Now go forth and strike the earth. Okay, well the first thing I'm going to do now then is I'm going to store these antlers into a chest. Because if the worst happens, I would like to be able to rebuild as many pickaxes as required. Hopefully that will not be an issue. But it might. So let's break out the axe and start chopping the wood down. Now, as indicated during my last stream, some wood is too hard for my flint axe. My flint axe whacks it, and the only thing I'm doing is killing its durability. The only wood I can really take down is beech. Which is fine, because right now, beech is all I need. But with the coming of the Bronze Age, well, things will get a little more interesting. But I am getting ahead of myself. Substantially. With the advent of bronze, I will have many options available. So why am I chopping down all this wood? I need more wood than, well, I don't need this much wood for simple pickaxe. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be building some fortifications. Specifically, stake walls. The stake wall will allow me to enclose my little homestead and protect it from all manner of nasty, mean people, critters, things. Now, full disclosure, it could have been possible for me to be attacked by Eikthyrs minions, which would be basically boars and possibly greylings and, you know, critter stuff. But Eikthyr is dead, which means I'm going to have to worry about, shall we say, an improved quality of opponent. Not that much improved, thankfully. As you go forth in Valheim and take out various opponents, including Forsaken, you'll find that more types of critters are going to be invading and trying to make your life a living hell. So my goal is to preempt the living hell part by giving them something to crash up against. Like waves against the... Oops. Looks like I busted my axe. Well, I guess that was sort of inevitable. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to start leveling ground like crazy. You see, I'm also keeping in mind the future. I'm going to need to do some expansion here. My little house here is nice for a short-term sort of thing, but eventually I'm going to want something with a bit more oomph. Oh, look, it's a guest. And look, unlucky me, I neglected to repair my axe. I'm gonna have to hit him with something else. So I'm gonna set him on fire. And I've burned out my torch. Luckily, torches are easy to make. Bam. And while I'm here, I'm gonna make a club. As far as weapons go, it's not exactly the most impressive in the world, but it is going to become somewhat important further down the line. Now, while I'm here, I'm also going to demonstrate that the axe can get rid of some really annoying obstacles, like rocks. These rocks that force me to build on stilts can be destroyed by the pickaxe. And even better yet, when they break, I get more stone. Stone will become more important as time goes on as well. Additionally, sometimes you can't really level things out cleanly with your hoe. The pickaxe can help with that too, because it will make a big divot in the ground. So we have all kinds of use for the pickaxe. Oop, let's grab those rocks. There's all kinds of use for the pickaxe, above and beyond simply going to the Black Forest and hunting down those ores. The ores are still on the list. They are still on the list. But I want to make sure my home is fortified so I have a place to retreat to. Now you see I've got this really big rock here. The big rocks are just as vulnerable as the little rocks. They may take a little more work, but as you can see... Hey, Legend Eternal! How is life treating you on your end of the monitor this morning? I am doing initial prep work now to safeguard my home before I go into the Black Forest, where I will meet all sorts of unfriendly individuals. And in order to do that, I am... Oops, and I seem to have accidentally beaten the hell out of my support structure there. I'll have to raise the ground there again. Oops. And I've got another rock over here, so let's break that up too. To labor or not to labor? Yes, ironically enough, on Labor Day, I am video game laboring. What is wrong with me? Now you'll notice, again, in the upper right-hand corner, I have a rested bonus, which means that my stamina recharges faster because of that. Oops. Too close. Get rid of that rock. One more. Okay, more than one more. Oh, is that... That's just a stone. Oh, I seem to be carrying too much. I'm carrying 300 out of 300 pounds. Fortunately, there are ways to deal with that too. I'm going to build myself a rock pile. Nothing big. Oops. It's nasty, evil, horrible person. Let's whack him with the club. It would be good to practice up with the club because, well, I know the future. And the future is dangerous. Alright, I've got a decent chunk of wood right now. Let's see about getting some of that stake wall in. It's not completely level here, but you know, I need a starting point. As you can see, the wall does snap to the ends here, so I can make a fairly straight wall. And I want to keep them in a bluish color when I hover over them, because that tells me they are nice, stable, and secure. And I am a big fan of nice, stable, and secure. Let's pickaxe this rock out of the way. It's good to also get my pickaxe skill up a little bit here, because I'm going to need. I want to make sure that I can pickaxe as quickly as possible in the Black Forest, because the Black Forest is scary. Yes, I'm going to allude to that for a little while longer until we actually get there. Okay, I think one more, and we'll start. Oh, I'm out of wood. So it's time to go in and do some repairs. The workbench, luckily, will allow you to repair every bit of your equipment for free. Let me rephrase that. Every bit of your current equipment for free. The truth is... Oh, I have more rocks. Let's grab those. The truth is, you will be able to get better equipment as you go along. Which isn't surprising since, Bronze Age. And we're going to need stuff for that too. But that lies ahead. Right now, it's time to continue my one-man deforestation operation. I am doing my part. Ah! And now we have been privileged to see my first casualty. I mentioned last time that trees can kill you. There's an example. The good news, though, is you will respawn in the last bed you slept in, which is conveniently here. And as you can see, as Legend would appreciate, I am pantless. This cannot be borne. So I need to go to the little area on my map that has the skull and crossbones. Luckily, it's very close by. Ooh, my dead body's still here. And I can recover all my items at the little gravestone. Yeah, that was kind of hilarious, wasn't it? And let's get the equipment back on. Now, when you die, there are two major consequences to be had. The first one being the one that I just demonstrated. The corpse run. No big deal right now. I was close to home. It was easy. Unfortunately, well, let's let the Raven over here explain it, shall we? You have suffered a mortal blow. Each time you are struck down, you will forget a small part of your abilities and drop your belongings at the site of the accident. Oh, I love how he said it's an accident. Believe me, there's going to be times where it's going to be something other than an accident. If you wish you were home by now, I'd recommend building a bed, wherever home may be. Well, I'm already way ahead of you on that one, Dugan, so thanks anyway. So, we have seen the consequences of being made into a corpse. Get used to the feeling, because it will happen more often. Although, hopefully not quite in this manner. So, let's take our revenge on that tree by chopping it up into wood. Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's a birch tree. I can't do anything with the birch tree. Yet. The time will come. Oops! Hostiles. Let's get him out of the way. And I see that my stamina is gone and I have no more rested bonus, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop back in my house briefly. Where I'm going to get my rested bonus back. And while I'm getting that back, I'm also going to chow down some of my meat. And we'll just leave it as meat right now. I'm still in the local area. I don't need to go all out on my stamina and health yet. You know, a smart man would close his door. Okay, there we go. Never mind. I got the 11 minutes in. So I have 11 minutes of improved stamina recovery. Now again, I do have Ikvir's special power, which will allow me more stamina if I'm running and jumping. It does not affect my stamina chopping down trees, at least I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I've never actually scienced that, but you know, the power says it doesn't. The power says it's run and jump, so I'm going to take it at its word. As you can see, it took me a fair chunk of wood just to put up that wall, so I need a really good chunk of wood to get to the point where I can build the rest of the wall. Resources are a big thing in the game. Now, for those who are environmentally conscious and believe that I'm doing Valheim all kinds of damage by chopping down as many trees as I can find, rest assured, there is a way to give back a little of what I've taken. You may have noticed that I've been picking up occasionally these seeds. At some point, because I want to make sure I wasn't going to have more trees fall on me by accident there. At some point, I'm going to get a hold of an item that will allow me to plant those seeds and grow more trees. Yeah, there's this fence here that's left over from somebody at some point, which I can't pick up. I am now carrying too much. Yes, you can exceed your 300-pound load, and at that point, your stamina drops. Well, you move at a real slow pace, and your stamina does not regenerate, and you can only go as far as it will let you go. And then, eventually, you're stuck. Oh good, and it's Hugin, who is undoubtedly going to tell me, "You idiot, you're carrying too much stuff." Luckily, you can kind of cheat it a little bit by unburdening yourself, let your stamina recover, and then pick it right back up. Okay, Hugin, tell me the obvious. You need to lighten your load. If you carry too much luggage, you will become encumbered, slowing you down and preventing you from regaining your stamina. Why, thank you, Hugin. I had not noticed this. I am glad you were here to point this out to me. Dumb bird. I'm going to lighten my load a little bit by... There we go. Building a wall piece, which is not angled correctly, so I'm going to destroy it. Correctly angle it. Build it. Pick up the wood I dropped. And we're all good. Now I'm going to go back to the other side, because that's where I'm primarily building. Snap there, snap to it, and start building my side wall, for lack of a better term. Now the walls have a decent amount of durability, so they will be able to withstand the predations, shall we say? Yes, the predations of critters such as greylings, or any other wild creatures that might want to come by. Eventually, it will prove to be inadequate. But we're not there yet. Now, you may notice this dotted circle. That's basically the area of effect of my workbench. If I go try to build something outside of it, you'll see that my workbench on the bottom there is blinking none, and I cannot build structures. Oh, guess who came back? Let's beat him up with my club. Yeah, we're not even going to set him on fire anymore. We're just going to beat the living tar out of him. Okay, let's level out just a little more here. And then we'll start working on the back wall. We actually got more wall out of the wood I've collected than I thought I did. Heh, spoke too soon. We're out of wall. That's okay. That's okay. That just means it's time to chop. Now, if you can angle yourself right, you can actually start taking out multiple trees at a time. course, the danger there is, as usual, trees fall down and horrible things can happen to you. And yes, trees falling down on your structures can damage your structures too. So be aware that sometimes trees are not your friends. Let's get these stumps. Oh good, I got a couple feathers from these tree falls as well, which is good because I'm going to be needing some of those feathers in the near future. I was really hoping to have better, but sometimes it doesn't work out as the way you want, because the feathers are going to be crucial in crafting certain types of arrows, and I am going to need those certain types of arrows soon. Ow. And you may also notice it is getting dark. Looks like I'm going to have to do some resting soon. If I don't want to risk, you know, some of those aforementioned nightly visitors. Because hostiles become a little more hostile at nighttime, they become a little more dangerous. And I am not quite prepared to well, okay, I actually am prepared to deal with them, but I'd prefer not to deal with them. That said, until it actually tells me it's nighttime, I'm going to keep on chopping. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Oh, ouch. Oh, just broke my axe again. And broke my head, then broke my axe, and oh, it's another grayling, so let's beat him up. It probably seems cruel to do that, but I need the resin. Resin's a pretty key component for a lot of stuff that's going to be pretty important going forward. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Everything builds on everything that came before in this game. And there's one of those catchy little sleepy quotes. My dreams. Dreams of life and perhaps things beyond life. Alright. Let's go back to the chopper. I have some fallen wood over here, so let's take that out first. Ow. I've really got to stop moving around the still rolling chunks of wood because it does a little bit of damage to me. Not as much at the moment. Ow. And looks like I am carrying too much again. So, you know what? I'm going to defy that and keep carrying too much. But I am going to get rid of some of it. That helps my stamina again. Again, I gotta be within the workshop area. Ooh, now this one's green. That means I've got to raise the ground a little bit there. And another greenie. Oh, no, that one's even worse. You'll see that this one went orange and this one's red. These are indicating relative stability. I mentioned that last time around in relation to building poles for supports. It affects every structure you build. So if I were to try to build something on top of this, what's going to happen is, if I can get myself into the workbench area, it breaks apart. So we're going to want to raise the ground there properly. Let's see if I can raise it with just leveling the ground. Not really. It didn't seem to help as much as I would have liked. In fact, I think I'm actually making it worse. So we're going to have to right-click and choose Raise Ground, and we're going to slap right here. And bam, just like that, it looks so much nicer. But we got this ugly lump here, so I'm going to try to level a little bit. And I'm probably going to want to do, well, actually it looks like we're going to kind of cut off here, so I might actually get rid of that last bit. Instead, we're going to continue building this wall out. And it looks like we're going to start running into the same stability issues here soon. Yep, here we go. Green. Green, it's decent, but what can I say? I like to be perfectionist about it. No, leveling it did not help. So I'll do some raising the ground there, but first, I'm going to see how far I can go here. Well, that worked out well. Now, the clever folks may realize I am doing something that is probably a mistake. Oops. Missing wood. Oh, no, not missing wood. Missing a crafting station. Let's... Okay, looks like... Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Let's raise the ground there a little bit. And we're good. Let me set my hoe back down to level. I've used up more rock by accident by leaving that on there. So, here we are, nicely protected. Nobody's getting into my home, including me, because I've managed to wall all around it, and this is a problem. It's not a big problem. I'll just get rid of one chunk of door here, well, one chunk of wall, and I'm going to build a gate, which is a little tougher than a standard door. It does, however, degrade, just like any wood structure does without a roof. So I'm going to kind of get a little clever here. Well, I can't get too clever because I need more wood. Constant refrain. Need more wood. Let's see, is there... Ooh! It's a deer. I can't pass up the opportunity for deer hide and deer meat. Let's chop down this bit of wood so I can build myself a tiny roof for my gate. And that falling tree is going to make more. Now, once we've done that, once we've taken care of the gate, we will be ready for the forest. Well, mostly ready. There is one more thing I want to do. Ooh, what was that? Oh, a deer and a greyling. Well, the deer's running away, so my ability to catch it is dubious at best. Alright, front door. Now if I'm lucky, I can put this cross section right on top of this. Oh, it's another guy. Come on, guy, I'm trying to do some work here. Stupid greylings. Can't they tell I'm busy? Okay, looks like I'm not going to be able to put this the way I wanted to put it. Okay, well, can I put this? Nah, we'll just let... You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that much to me. Especially since, you know, the wooden stockade has its own lifespan. Okay, I'm going to grab that one feather here, and let's see, will that be enough? It's still not enough. Because what I want to do is I want to make myself a batch. Oh, I do have enough. Good. I'm going to make myself a couple batches of these fire arrows. Oh, I don't have enough resin. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't have enough resin in my inventory. I'm almost certain that I have plenty of resin in my chest there. So let's make another batch. So I'll have 40 fire arrows. This will be important later. I say that a lot here, but it's going to be a lot more important a lot sooner than one expects. Throw my seeds over here. I'm going to stop carrying the rocks because I'm going to need... The weight limit is going to be an issue. And we're going to do a last bit of repair here. Alright. We are as ready as I get. Let's bring up the map again. And let's reacquaint ourselves with potential Black Forest locations. I've got a Black Forest location way up here to the north. And I've got a Black Forest location down here to the south. I'm inclined to go south because that'll get me into what I labeled as boar country. And that will allow me to take advantage of, well, killing boar, get leather scraps, more meat. Leather scraps are the big thing, though, because that is what's going to allow me to build some more stuff. Let's put it that way. I'm going to have a strawberry, too. I need to have a little bit more stamina to cross the river. Now, if I was really desperate for wood, I would build myself a crafting table and take that structure apart. I mean, really, it'd be easy. I've been here before. Oh, have I been here? Yeah, I've already been here because it's an empty chest. The only place I've found an empty chest so far. Well, it wasn't empty when I got here. It's the only chest I've been able to empty. There we go. There we go. I knew if I stumbled upon the right words. Ah, another deer. Oh, he was so close. If I'd had a weapon enabled. Oh well. We are going to live and let live for that deer for now. Oh, look. It's up, and he's flying away. You can kill the bird with arrows, but I don't know that I'm all that confident on being able to hit the target with my crude bow. I might be able to hit that deer, though. I've had better luck with this crude bow than I've ever had with any crude bow ever in this game. I just cannot believe I've gotten 2 deer shots just like that. I do occasionally impress myself. It helps that I keep a low bar. There's a tiny bit of Black Forest over to the west. Oh look, it's another Greyling. Oops, I'm also holding the bow. I'm going up against Greylings. I'd prefer to be using something a little more robust than the bow. So apparently the Black Forest area on the map is literally this tiny little spot. Well, they can't all be winners. Oh, it's a neck. Well, I still need neck tails, so... Unfortunately, he didn't drop any. That happens sometimes. And there's a bird again. Can I pop him? I'm gonna try it anyway. Got him! I can't believe it. This crude bow has been my biggest luck, and I've gotten 3 feathers out of it. So 1 wood arrow equals 3 feathers. It's not the best rate of exchange, but it's not exactly the worst either. Alright, over here is Black Forest country, so I'm going to start getting myself a little more protected. Put my shield out, get my club out. Yeah, when you see these fir trees, That's dangerous territory. That's Black Forest. And uh-oh, what's this? Can you see that moving over there? That is a troll. And a troll is, to put it kindly, the scariest thing you're going to run into in the Black Forest. If it gets close enough to hit you, you are dead. As in, very dead. That would be bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of prepare for our horrible and inevitable demise by making a quick campsite. So that way, if I should get killed, I will not have to run too far. This will require a crafting station. This will require some walls. Here's good enough. Oh, and I'm out of wood already. And that's not a good sign, because when you're using your axe to chop down wood, they can hear you. Hopefully I can pick up some wood. That will be sufficient. Oh, more mushrooms. Mushrooms are food. Definitely don't want to get the attention of that troll if I can possibly avoid it. Unfortunately, I've also made a horrible mistake. And ooh, what's this? It's a structure. Now this is a better idea. This is a lot better idea, because here we have a place already set up here. All I gotta do is, do a little bit of repair work. And maybe a little bit of building. Oh, is that you, Greyling? Excuse me. Alright, first things first. Let's get that crafting bench built here. And it's another Greyling. I'm busy building! Well, not so much building, but repairing. Uh-oh, run! When you hear big thumping noises, that's the troll. I am not ready to deal with the troll. Unfortunately, I'm running somewhere I don't want to be running, which is deeper into the Black Forest. Where I might run into more trolls. Now, the good news is I'm completely unencumbered and I just ran in a circle. But at least I'm moving in the right direction now, which is to say, away. Let's see, can I see the troll following me still? Have I lost him? Okay, you know what? That was clearly not the best idea I've ever had. Now that said, if I can manage to get the troll into an area that isn't quite as, shall we say, woody, then we may have certain alternatives available. Let's do some of that repair work first. I can tell you right now that this structure will not stand up again. Ooh, what's this? There's a beehive up there. Now that is something that you really want to pay attention to. You want to kill it first. And you don't want to get too close to it, because otherwise the bees will sting you. But if you can get to it, oops, ouch, ouch. Looks like some of those bees are still there, and they poison, they will hurt. But once you get up there, you can get the queen bee, and maybe some honey. And that's important. That was nice and convenient. Drop the chest on my head. Okay. It's not exactly perfect, but this should be sufficient for my needs. I'm going to throw a bed in here. And I'm going to build a makeshift roofing structure. And when I say makeshift, I'm really not kidding. It's about as makeshift as I'm going to get. And there we go. I've made a bed there. I've set it as my spawn point. So now, when I get killed, I will spawn at that location and not at my home. And I'm going to take a moment here to mark it on my map as Sanctuary. So I will know that this is a place that I can retreat to if things get horribly bad. Now, it does look like the sun is beginning to set here, and I really, really, really do not want to be here, well, outside, in the event of bad things. So I'm going to need some more wood and more stone to make a campfire. That means I need to go myself a little bit north here. Because, again, I prefer not to be too close by when I'm chopping things down to where trolls hear me and do horrible things. We'll use the pickaxe to get myself the rock. I got enough rock. Do I have enough for the campfire? I do. So let's run back to my sanctuary. It's crude, but I didn't have to do a whole lot of work to build it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much all the excuse I need. And we're going to pop it right here. It is open there, so I don't have to worry about the smoke inhalation problems. And we're going to rest. Here's another dream. Alright, I'm going to have meat, necktail, and I'll have one of the little bits of honey just for giggles. It's short term, but it should be tasty enough. And it's time now to go into the depths of the Black Forest. Ah! And I seem to have a skeleton attacker. That was not expected. And I am dead. But this is why I built the sanctuary, isn't it? So that I would be able to recover from this kind of accident fairly quickly. So yes, there are skeletons in the game. Unfortunately, he's also still there. I might be able to get around him, though. Nope, there he is, paying attention to me. But he wasn't paying attention fast enough. Get my shield. He hits hard, but I'm going to hit harder. There we go. And look, I've got new materials. New recipe. Bone fragments, which will allow me to build a cape. The cape will be a little bit of extra armor. Never argue with the benefits of extra armor. So we're going to go back inside here. Unfortunately, because I have no roof here, it also means I have no fire here to give me any bit of help against the rain. Do I have enough to build myself another roof? No, I don't. So instead, I'm going to just re-up my armor. eat my food again, which clearly was not sufficient to keep me from getting killed off by the skeleton. And we're just going to have to, well, let's equip the weapons first. Alright, now usually the presence of skeletons can mean a couple things. Sometimes they're wandering around on their own, but sometimes they may be guarding something. And I would really like to find anything they're guarding, because such locations will have some rather important, well, important to our future items. And you kind of got to keep looking around, because this is troll territory, and the trolls will kill you. Ooh, what's this? See this? These are carrot seeds. Now, we can't do anything with them yet, but one day we will be able to make ourselves some tasty carrots out of them, and possibly even more. Oh, what's this? Amber. Just lying around. Huh. I'll take it. Amber does not appear to have much purpose yet, but the time will come. So here we are, wandering around in the rain, and oh, look at this. You see how this glistens, kind of gold, almost gold-like? It's not gold though, it's copper. What we have here is a large copper deposit, and this is an extremely big deal. I'm going to mark its location on the map. I'm not going to start using my pickaxe on it though, because all I'll be doing is collecting the ore. I can't do anything with the ore. It's metal. I can't do anything with it. I need some help. But luckily, help can be found, hopefully, in the Black Forest. Now, as you can see, not all rock formations are copper. This one's not copper. Gotta have little bits of copper shining through it. What's that shining over there? Speaking of shiny, glowy almost. It's thistle. And while thistle is not a big deal, ooh, the maple can still be built. That's only available for a certain length of time. So I am probably going to want to build that before, let's see, what do I need for it? Dandelions, wood, and 4 thistle. So I'm going to need more thistle. Heaven knows where I'm going to find more thistle. Oh, okay, obviously I'm going to find it in the Black Forest. But where in the Black Forest? It comes and goes. Now you'll see here, remember Hugin was talking about tin deposits? Here's a tin deposit. Again, not going to pickaxe it now because I can't do anything with it. To borrow a phrase, we are on reconnaissance. Oh, now this, on the other hand? No, it looks like another deposit of stone or ore. Mostly stone. Oh well. Now I do want to point out that these do give you a decent amount of stone. So if you need stone, pickaxing them, not a bad thing. I don't want to run too much. Oh, what's this? It's a runestone. Oh, and more berries. And in fact, if I'm finding berries, then I'm probably about to enter the meadows again. Yep. My inventory is a little full right now. What to do, what to do, what to do. I'm going to get rid of the amber right now because, honestly, I don't need the amber. Odds are I'll probably do something similar to the honey later, too. Okay, well that's the Meadows Runestone. In fact, I seem to have gone out of the Black Forest entirely. So I'm going to go back into the Black Forest. I am a little bothered by the fact that I haven't seen that troll since our initial encounter. Oh, now here's something new. Blueberries. Well, guess what, raspberries? I'm throwing you over for blueberries. Blueberries will be very useful later. A common refrain. Useful later. Now, I do want to point out that these fir trees can be cut down. Not going to do so. Don't want to get any attention of trolls right now. But of greater interest is up here. This is a pine tree. Now, much like the trees of birch, oh, my flint axe can cut the pine tree. And that means I have to make a decision. Do I want to get the stuff from the pine tree? Yes, I do. I'm going to ditch the deer head because I don't need them anymore. Nuts, I was hoping to kill... Oh, nuts. There's a lot of those guys. Oh, and a shaman. He's bad. He can poison. And he can heal the Grey Dwarves. That's a bad thing. Oh, and there's another one right here. There are too many of these guys. I need to run. Unfortunately, my stamina is being hosed by the fact that, you know, it's raining. I'm wet. So, I'm going to make use of Eikthyrs power. Eikthyrs power will reduce the amount of stamina being used when I'm running. So I can do the brave, brave Sir Robin and bravely run away. Okay, one great orb. Oops, they're coming in numbers again. I am not in a position where I can take these guys in numbers at the moment. Although I'm going to have to make a stand at some point because the last thing I want to do is be running when these guys are... Well, the upshot here is I don't want the troll to show up while I'm fighting. That really is all there is to it. Luckily, these guys can be fooled by little things like moving. Okay, that's half of them gone. I'm taking hits, but... And a Greyling? Seriously? And I picked up a Grey Dwarf trophy. And I'm going to pitch that right now because, honestly, I'm going to have more Grey Dwarf trophies and I know what to do with them before this game is out. Similarly, I'm not going to worry about the eye right now. Okay, well, that was exciting and mildly terrifying. Let's refresh our food a little bit. I'm going to eat the honey because that frees up an inventory spot. So sure, let's grab the eye now. It's not raining anymore. That's good. And what else do we have here? Oh, some raspberries I threw aside. Unfortunately, I seem to have lost track of where exactly the pine tree I chopped down was. All I remember is it was up. Up, and there's the shaman. I wonder if I can pop him here. Oops. I have fire arrows enabled. I didn't mean to do that. That said, the fire did seem to kill the guy, so I'm not going to complain. And here we have an abandoned structure made out of stone. And there's a chest here. I'm going to grab the gold. I'm going to grab the feathers. I'm not going to grab the amber right now. And hey, is that another copper deposit? It is. Oh, Grey Dwarf. Singly, I'm not... Oh, skeletons. With bows. Ouch. And he's a pretty good shot, too. Okay, you gotta die. And where there's one, there's probably more. But first, if I can... Nobody around immediately? Good. I'm going to mark this as another copper deposit site. Knowing where these things are, that's a big deal. And I see more carrot seeds over there, so I want to grab those while I'm thinking about it. Oh! And there's another guy with a bow and arrow. Didn't quite get the reaction there. Now, if I'm lucky, there will be another chest of some kind over in here. Well, the bad news is there isn't. There might be at a higher level, but the problem is, at the higher level, there might be more skeletons. Well, you know, faint heart never did accomplish anything. But it doesn't look like there's anything up here. Still, it could be a handy place to retreat to if I'm being chased by a troll. Trolls can take out stone structures too, but it takes them a bit more effort. Then again, this particular stone structure looks like it's seen better days. Is that more thistle? Because we were talking about needing more thistle. No, that's a Grey Dwarf eye. They fooled me with their eyeballs. So we're going to keep our eyes out for thistle. Honestly, I'm keeping my eyes out for something a little bit more dangerous than thistle. Now you'll notice, as I'm traveling forward here, that I'm entering an area that looks a little snowy. This is a mountain biome. And right now, we do not want to be anywhere near a mountain biome, because the critters there will destroy me even faster than the trolls will. Not to mention the tiny little detail of the fact that you can and will freeze to death. Gotcha. And there's another one over there, it looks like. Let's see if I can take him out at a distance. 2 for 2. Oh, and a shaman. Can I pop him? Oops. Okay, he knows I'm here now. Now, the good news is, he's not exactly the smartest guy in the bunch here. He's tough, but he can be beaten. Oh, how about that? Total victory. Oh, not quite total, because I see another guy here. And there's another one. Okay, you want to fight me? I'll beat you up. Okay, looks like the immediate area is clear, and hey, is that a chest? Is this a chest I've already looked at? No, it's not, because it has flint head arrows. So I'm going to swap the coin out for the arrows. Unfortunately, I still have yet to find what I really want to find out here. Worse yet, it looks like the sun may be getting to the point where it wants to start setting. And I'm probably a little farther out than I want to be. I mean, Sanctuary is all the way over there, and I'm all the way over here. So I need to start considering the prospects of finding a place to either camp or hide out. Because I do not want to be out in the Black Forest at nighttime. Oh, is this what I want? Or is that just a shadow? It's just a shadow. Curses. But there is another thistle. Getting closer to being able to grab that maypole. Oh, heading back into the mountain area. And the mountain is not where I want to be. Okay, well, you know what? I don't think it's going to work out. And we got more gray dwarves over there. Lots more gray dwarves. It's time to be the running man. We need to get out of the Black Forest as soon as possible. That means chow down, and run. Ah, stuck on a branch, stuck on a bush. More gray dwarves. Can't take the time to fight them. Time is not on my side. I'm carrying way too much inventory right now to let them kill me. Ah, nuts. And adding insult to injury, I may have found what I'm looking for. Well, maybe not. It doesn't look right. Yeah, here is a potentially dangerous place to be. This is the entrance of a troll cave. Oh, great. My club broke, but I managed to at least, let me mark the troll cave. Mainly because it's a place that I am not going to want to be in the near future. Okay. Run, run, run. I do not want to be here. If I can get into the meadows at least, I can at least be safe from, you know, troll attacks. I mean, it's not a great situation, but it beats the alternatives. Dandelions. I do need dandelions. What do I want to sacrifice for those dandelions? There is nothing I want to sacrifice for those dandelions. You know what? I'll sacrifice the club. I can make a club anytime. Okay, the bad news is I do have to return to the Black Forest to get to my sanctuary. Let's hope there's no trolls between me and my sanctuary. Fire's still lit. And resting. Whew! Oh, that was a little too exciting, wasn't it? Now, unfortunately, I'm on fire! That's a occasional consequence of being too clever. Alright. I'm going to make a... do a little bit of... well, I can't really do a bit of building here because I don't have any wood. I don't have enough wood. I have wood. What the heck are they talking about? Let's see if I can put this here. All right, I don't have the crafting station. Haha. And we're going to try to put a kind of a roof over it, and that will allow me to make use of it to repair my stuff. Although in this case, the thing I needed to repair is no longer in my possession. I don't need flint. We'll get rid of the flint. Build ourselves a new club. Alright, so we've made some progress in finding some copper locations. I don't bother marking the tin because I'm usually pretty confident I can find the tin. Unfortunately, we still haven't found the items that would make gathering the copper and the tin actually worthwhile. So I'm going to shortcut myself over this way and go to the Black Forest down in this direction. Need another raspberry meal. And do I want to hit the necktail? I use one of my mushrooms. And we're back in Black Forest territory. Right in the middle of a nest of Grey Dwarves, apparently. Okay, maybe not a nest, because I don't really call one a nest. Oh, but this is another copper node. So I'm going to dutifully record it. In fact, this may be the first area that I do the copper mining at, because it's nice and conveniently close to the meadows. Which means it's nice and conveniently close to get the heck away, because those trolls are coming to kill me. Honestly, trolls are things you always want to be aware of. I'm back in meadows. Basically, the big thing I'm looking for are crypts. Skeletons will be guarding crypts, but there are treasures inside the crypts that are exceedingly useful. Unfortunately, my success rate in finding said crypts seems to be at nothing. In fact, we are not having good luck at it at all. On the other hand, I've also failed to find many trolls. So the way I see it, it evens out. More blueberries. Doesn't hurt to collect the blueberries. Oh, is that? No, that's just a rock formation. For those interested, the blueberries will give you 20 stamina, 15 health. That's in comparison with the 10 and 20 for raspberries. The big advantage of the berries comes, and I've said this a lot, but I'm going to say it again later. Oh, is that a thistle over there? Am I seeing thistles? No, I'm seeing snow. Ooh. But I am seeing more carrot seeds. When the time comes, I should have plenty of carrots to work with. I found another copper node. Let's mark it. And move on. Seems like I'm getting into snowy areas again. And snowy is not a good place for me to be. Oh, a runestone. Why don't we read this runestone? This is a Black Forest runestone, so it's worth reading. Let all who read me beware of the Grey Dwarves, the skulkers in darkness, the soulless ones. They are born from rot and rainfall. They spring like mushrooms from the smoking soil. There is nothing on their tongues or behind their eyes. Those who fear nothing should still fear them. When the soul of a murderer or a great sinner rots under the ground, it makes a hollow cyst which draws rock and wood and moss to it. It gathers up the peat into flesh, braids reeds into bone, and takes rags for skin. It should not walk, but when the night comes, it walks. Should you who read this see one with a sword to your hand, lance it and let it out, or put it to the torch, for it fears the flame. Well, that's useful intel. Taking these guys out with fire? I can get behind that. It also refers to lancing, but that would require me to make a spear, and I haven't actually done that. I find that I don't really do spears a lot in the game. No major reason, I just don't have a preference for using them, that's all. We are not having any luck finding one of those crypts. I mean, the closest I've come has been a troll cave. And I can guarantee you that the stuff I'm looking for, you will not find in a troll cave. Hey, is that copper? It is. Mark it. And move on. Let's follow the coastline a little bit here. More copper. Oops, more Grey Dwarves. That's not good. No, that's right, come follow me. Come follow me. Get away from your buddies so I can kill you one by one. Yeah, I know, I could be putting them to the flame, but one-on-one I'd kind of stick with this. And let's see, get my bow out, and oh! Guess who became aware of me? Let's let him breathe his poison. And while he's recovering from that, beat the living daylights out of him. A couple more guys, let's take them out. Oh, that was a nice hit. Come and get me, you ugly. And in the process, I noticed that we have another copper deposit over here. So again, we're going to hop on over. Okay, we do have one more Grey Dwarf to deal with. and market. We're going to have a decent variety of locales to grab. Oops, there's another Grey Dwarf over there. But there's also a chest here that I don't want to ignore. More flint arrows. Hi, Grey Dwarf. Bye, Grey Dwarf. I could stand to eat some more meal. Still, while I'm certainly doing a good job on exploring the forest, I'm not finding any crypts. It's possible that this is just a horrible location for those kind of things. Oh, there's another structure. I don't feel rested anymore, which means no more stamina recovery bonuses. Hi, Dwarf. Bye, Dwarf. But I did see the chest in there, so... Feathers. I can use feathers. You know, I gotta say, I'm very disappointed in the evil things around here. You would think there would be at least one evil crypt somewhere around here. Another copper. When the time comes, I'm going to have no trouble finding copper. Ah, stupid world save. I'd have had this guy cold and dead to rights if he, you know... Oh well, no use crying over spilled milk, right? I think that might be more copper up there. Gotta be a little more careful with my stamina. But that's not it. Yes, I was right. Unfortunately, I'm also correct in the fact that there are a bunch of dwarves, including a one-star dwarf. And unfortunately, instead of being able to kill the one-star dwarf, I've gotten the attention of all of them. That is not a situation I wanted to be in. So instead of being able to mark that copper, I am running for my life. This is not an improvement. The good news is my Eikthyr power has recharged, so if things get truly bleak and desperate, I can activate it and run longer. But even as I do my run, I'm still trying to see if I can find a crypt. Oh, great, terrific. And in the process of running, I found even more Grey Dwarves. And oh, okay, this is important. You see that little stone up there? That's one of the Vez figures. That'll tell me where my next opponent is. The Elder. And I'll read up on that more later, because right now I have more important things to do, like run, run, run. It does not escape my attention that I am running even deeper into the Black Forest, and uh-oh, that's even worse. You see that glowing blue, purple over there? That is a spawner. That spawns Grey Dwarves. It's a good thing these guys... Ugh! I just cannot catch a break here. Oh good, there's a fight between skeletons and Grey Dwarves. And this could work for my favor. Maybe I can drag these guys and train them onto the skeletons. The skeleton... Oh no, the skeletons have noticed me instead. Because why would things work out in my favor? On the other hand, most of them are fighting, so... I'll take advantage of that. Well, there's an awful lot of stuff dropped over there, isn't there? This feels like it would be a great place to use as a sanctuary, doesn't it? Lots of wood. All the guards are dead. This feels like it's custom made to be a decent base of operations for the Black Forest area. Love it, love it, love it. I just have to do a little bit of reworking in here. So let's get ourselves a crafting table. I'm going to wipe out the structures above me because honestly, all it's doing is just being in the way. I want to build my own roofing structure, thank you. Let's see. Will that be? Is there shelter here? Let's do repair work first. Get the flooring nailed down. And yes, there's another Vesvigir in here, but it'll be for the same thing. But at least now I'll have time to, look it over. Let's see. We will build ourselves a short chimney here. I'm not going to be able to make it work here as nicely as I was. Oh, there we go. And that should be sufficient. Further above, we will build a roofing structure. That'll allow the smoke to go up. Oops. Accidentally activated back there. Oh well. We'll build our fire underneath here. Nice. Build our bed. I need more wood. You would think I would have collected enough wood after destroying everything, but no. Luckily, some of these guys did drop more wood, so we'll grab that. But I have a feeling I'm going to do some shopping. Which is a dangerous thing, because I think I might have mentioned earlier that, sound carries. And I'm far too close to that spawner. Ow. Now, pine is a bit harder than the beechwood I've had to deal with, but there is a benefit. Up, and here they come. Well, you know what? You fear fire? Let's put that to the test. Burn, baby, burn. That's right, boys. Throw it at me. I don't care, because I'm just gonna charbroil you. Now, you see, we have this different kind of wood here. Core wood. Core wood is very useful. But that'll have to be explained another time. In the meantime, let's see if I can get a bed under here. What kind of shelter? No, it needs a roof. I was hoping I'd be able to get away with it with the stone. No such luck. Fine enough. We'll just, and rest. So we don't have to worry about the nighttime stuff getting at us. I'm going to label this as a sanctuary. It's raining, so, ugh. let's see, what do I have as far as supplies go? I'm going to ditch this wood, and I'm going to grab that core wood. Oops, and instead I picked up a skeleton trophy. I don't want a skeleton trophy. Go away. Now look at all the stuff that I've suddenly gotten materials for. That core wood opens up more building possibilities. So I'm going to chop up this one for more core wood. Unfortunately, as you may have noted, oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. I've gotten 12 core wood out of that, which is not great, but it doesn't suck. More meat. I'm going to ditch the dandelions. Honestly, the dandelions are something I can collect in the meadows anywhere. So, and I have a sneaking feeling that I'm about to be... No, I'm still okay as far as that goes. Let me take a look at my table for a second here and see if there's anything I can do. Now, to make a deer hide cape, I need a better table and a deer hide. That's neither of which are going to work. There's a stag breaker weapon, which requires deer trophies. Ah, here's iron for you. Oh, look. It's one of my previous guests. I can't really burn him alive because it's raining. So we'll have to content ourselves with beating him with a club. At some point, when I'm feeling braver, I will probably try to take out that spawner. I'm not feeling that brave. I mean, honestly, spawners, when it starts kicking out heaps and heaps and heaps of Grey Dwarves, you kind of want to be a little bit better equipped. And unfortunately, being better equipped isn't happening yet. Or this'll. Oh, I'm on top of a copper deposit. Let's mark it. Plenty of exotic structures here, but none of them... Oh, there's another copper deposit. We're doing well. Certainly when the time comes, I will have no shortage of locations to look for copper. But that is not my problem. My problem is I can't actually smelt the copper. To do that, I need, and this will shock everybody, a smelter. And unfortunately, it has not come up on my list of materials yet. Why'd I have that X'd out? Get to that. Yes, you can X out stuff you put on your map. It's a good way of keeping track of areas that you've already plundered. We are just having no luck on finding a crypt. And the crypts, like I said, those are pretty important locations. And watch, I'll find a crypt and it'll have absolutely nothing worth anything inside. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's not... That weight is not a good weight. That's a troll. I am not up to fighting trolls. Not in this weather. And I think he's near... it looks like he's near a troll cave, too. I really don't want to deal with them. Okay, we are going to go in the direction where the troll is not. Where's the pity? It looks like there was a structure there. It could have been a cave or it could have been a crypt. There's no way of knowing without getting closer, and there's no way I'm getting closer to an active troll. Oh! Unfortunately, guess who we run into? More skeletons. Oh, great, there's a 1-star skeleton, too. Ouch. Okay, that was painful. It hurt bad. But skeleton is dead, and I'm not. And it looks like I'm getting ready to enter Meadows area, because that's a grayling. Graylings don't show up in the Black Forest. But you know what? It might be a good thing to be in the meadows a bit, just to recuperate a little bit from the crazy. Also, time to eat more food. The nice thing about eating food is that initially after you eat the food, it'll also do a little bit of healing on you. So, double duty there. Oh, hi dear. That's a little too fast. Didn't have him cornered quite right. Another runestone. It looks like it's kind of on the border between meadow and black forest. Yeah, we've already read the Grey Dwarf one, so there's a lot of repeat runestones. Probably because they want to make sure that you don't possibly miss that important information about them. Ooh, copper. Ooh, thistle. Ooh, troll. On the other hand, no. I was thinking that maybe this would be the time to confront the troll, but no, I don't feel like I want to try to deal with that yet. Oh, great. Another stone structure with more of the Grey Dwarves. And the problem with all those Grey Dwarves is, again, there is an active troll in the area. And fun fact, while the skeletons and Grey Dwarves don't like each other, trolls and Grey Dwarves are just fine with each other. I'm going to have plenty of carrot seeds. Oh, there's another one, and he's a one-star guy. And he's down. You know, all I wanted was to find a crypt. Is that so much to ask? That's a rhetorical question. The answer is obviously yes. And there's that troll again. At least he's staying put. As long as he's staying put, my odds of staying alive go way up. It's when he starts doing the relentless march in my direction, that's when things get unpleasant. And by unpleasant, I mean sooner than instant death. More thistles. If nothing else, making that maypole will happen. Unfortunately, I have gotten a long way from home here. Home base is all the way here, and I'm all the way down here. And I am about to say, oh, we've hit a coastline here, but I am beginning to think that the south part of the Black Forest is probably not the best choice to make when I'm looking for crypts. Because I have found a total of 0 crypts. 1 guaranteed troll cave, with another possible troll cave, but 0 in the way of crypts. Oh! He didn't notice. Don't turn around. Yeah, like I said, going hand to hand with the troll, that is death. There will come a time where going up against the troll in hand to hand can not only be survivable, but victorious. We're not at that time. Another structure, which means there's going to be something around it. And I can see another spawner in the distance. Now I think it's time, and another spawner in the distance. I'm finding everything except crypts. Oh, what was that noise? Oh, it might have been just a Toy Dwarf. Oh, nuts, it's a troll. And Ike here is not active, and oh, that figures. Guess what I just found? I just found the damned crypt. Shut up, Munin. I know what's going on here. I'm just going inside now because it'll save me from all those things. Alright. Meat. Berry. I'm going to have to redo my equipment now. Ugh. Unfortunately, it looks like my equipment is going to consist of... Well, you know what? We do what we can. It's dark in here, and it's full of, take a guess, skeletons. Now, you'll see there, most of the initial entry points for the crypt is straightforward. 3 dwarves. Doors, not dwarves. Oh boy, I'm losing it. I'm ditching the rocks in favor of these yellow mushrooms. For statistics, they will give me 20 health and stamina. That's in comparison with 15 and 20. Now we're going to explore the crypt and see if we can find anything useful. Oh, there's something that's useful, but unfortunately it's not the good kind of useful. Okay, that guy has something interesting at the other end here. Can I take him out without him noticing me? Oops, I broke my, Okay, this is going to get a little awkward quickly. Now, you'll see I've picked up something called a Surtling Core, and that is what I need in order to take out my problems. I need another torch. And I have enough wood to make another club, so you know what? Instead of having the shield up, we're going to have a torch and club in here. I will need a number of these Surtling Cores to do anything useful. Oh, he's still standing. Nuts. Okay, that club is useless. Ditch. Build. I'm ready. Now you'll see a chest here, and it has all sorts of stuff in it. The only things I care about right now are the feathers. My inventory's pretty full up. Really, the big thing I need and want here are Surtling Cores. Although I will take the mushrooms. In fact, let's take more mushrooms. Oh, more mushrooms. Okay, another door. No, that's one I already came in. Let's go this way. Oh, nuts. Oh god, what am I doing? Okay, that's a bad place right now because there's a ghost here. Like my situation wasn't bad enough. No. Close the door. Okay, let's sit for a minute and hope that maybe it'll help me recover a bit. Because the ghost will probably wax me. Oh, thank God! It's trying to kill a wall. I should be okay. I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. I don't think the ghost can kill a wall. Oh, it broke something. Problem is, I don't want to leave quite yet because you'll recall when we decided to go in here, there was a whole bunch of horrible things out there. Let's see, that'll give me 25. That'll give me... I'm not really sure what weapon is the best against trolls. I mean, ghosts right now. I don't think there's any... I don't really think there's a good choice here. Oh, hi there. Remember me, skeleton? Where did the ghost go? Where did the ghost... There's where the ghost went. And you know what? I am doing no harm to him whatsoever. Run! Let's go back to the club. Or, you know what? Oh, nuts. He can break the door. Okay, this is not good. Run! Okay. Actually, you know what? I think we were doing more damage with the fire, so... Ghosty! Ghosty! Did he die? Oh, the mother lode! Bunches of Surtling cores. 4 of them. No, 3 of them. Nuts. I was hoping there was 4 of them because I need 5 to do what I need to do. Berry's going. Let's eat one of the yellow mushrooms. Did I kill the ghost? Did he die on me when I wasn't looking? Or is he just lying in wait, waiting for me to lower my guard? Oh, nuts, that's a 1-star skeleton. Hi, Skelly. Take him, I can take him, I can take him. Got him. I saw another skeleton down here. Okay, this was where I grabbed... Oh, maybe not. I've lost my bearings a little bit, but that's okay. I'm okay with losing my bearings temporarily because... the crypts are not that big. Okay, I think this is what gets me out. No, it's not. Well, I know I've been here because I've got the open door. Okay, this is the way out. Okay, let's use simple maze logic here. I went that way, going this way, going this way. We're basically going to do making left-hand turns at all points. Oh, my torch burned out. Ah! And of course, I'm getting ready to try to build myself a new torch. What should I run into? But another skeleton. more feathers. More arrows. Those arrows could very well be useful in the end. Okay, I think I've explored everything in this particular branch. I don't see any closed doors anywhere. Oh, no, I missed this one. How did I miss this one? Well, let's make sure there's nothing down this way. It's always nice to take a guy by... Oh, okay, this is a dangerous area because not only does it have skeletons, it's got a skeleton spawner. And a skeleton spawner is arguably the worst thing you can run into in the crypt. And here we are. The last Surterling core. I now have enough Surterling cores to make a smelter, to make all sorts of stuff. This was a big one. This was a big one. Is there anything else this way that I missed? No? And yeah, that's another Vesmigir. I've already located the Elder. And now that I have some time, I can see that he might be across the ocean, which means we might have to indulge in a new type of play whenever the next time rolls around. We aren't there yet, though. That said, I'm still going to see if there's any more Surterling cores in here, because if there are more, I want them. And I just love the noises that you can hear in here. It sounds like stuff is settling, shifting, moving around. It does a great job on fostering paranoia. Okay, let's see about this one. Hi, skeleton! Bye, skeleton! And this one's a dead end. I have a sneaking feeling I'm not going to find too much else in this crypt, because, simply put, I've gotten 5 cores out of here. I'm already doing obscenely well. So, oh, and there's another one after all. I've done obscenely well here. More feathers, good. I'll be able to make plenty of fire arrows. Ah, it's another ghost! Die, die, die! Oh, no, it's a skeleton too. Skeleton archer too. Okay, that's not good. Okay, good. I've cut off the skeleton, which is good. The bad part is I haven't cut off that ghost. I'm going to have to ram it. No matter how bad the situation may be outside. Oh! And the situation is bad outside. Okay, back inside. I'll talk to you later, Hugin. Busy. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything immediately coming to kill me. Treasures lie below. Delves and dungeons can be found across the 10th world. They are monuments of the past, and most often filled with the riches of civilizations long lost. Remember to bring a light source. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, let's take a look at what the situation is inside. Okay, so I really don't want to be outside when it's still nighttime. Fortunately, I'm not healing up nearly as fast as I feel I need to. And with all the doors I've opened up, that ghost can be anywhere. Well, you know what? If I can close up any door that I come upon, well, I'm just going to have to hope that he doesn't come in this way. Lasser. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Let's get him. Oh, no, I didn't get to jump on him. But the ghost seems to have vacated, and oh my god, look at all these cores. All right. All right. We have successfully looted everything out of this particular crypt. And we've pretty much killed everything in this particular crypt, with the exception of one ghost who may or may not be wandering around somewhere. That's the good news. The bad news is it's nighttime outside, and that means travel out there is going to be very, very dangerous. Oh, nuts! On the other hand, it's a lot less dangerous than being in here. Is he still hurt? He's still hurt. Oh, he seems to have trouble with this ledge here. So let's take ruthless advantage of his weakness, shall we? Oh, come back here. Come back here, you coward! Yeah, I should talk, right? And now we're secure. So now it's just a question of waiting for daylight outside. Can I get to my sanctuary? I don't know. But you know what? My Eikthyr power is available again. So let's run the risk, shall we? The goal is to get to Sanctuary. That's step one. After that, the next goal is to get back to home base. The ultimate goal, and this will shock nobody, is don't die. Okay, do a little bit of walking at the moment. Don't run until I have to, like now. Oh, goody. I've managed to get some running skill acquired. Yes, I took the time to grab those carrot seeds, I know. Where are we in relation to Sanctuary? We're still a ways. Oh, nuts. And the situation just got uglier. I was hoping not to run into a troll. So what do? I run into a troll. Ah, nuts. That hurts. This hurts. I am nearby a crypt. And a copper deposit. Okay, let's kill these skeletons if I can. Mark copper. Because I'm insane. And then we're going to hop down here. And I'm going to mark this crypt. Let's zoom in a little closer here. Ordinarily, I would have marked the other crypt, but I was kind of in a hurry. And by hurry, I mean I was trying very hard not to get murdered. Choices. Let's kind of hang right here, because it looks like that's mostly meadows. Oh! And suddenly the concern is no longer a concern, because daylight has struck. Nighttime travel is over. And with that in mind, oops, don't want to go on the mountains though. Oops. I've antagonized some, let's see, I've antagonized some more. Ah! Okay, this just got ugly. I was going to check that place out for beehive, because I'm pretty sure there was one, because I got stung and got poisoned. But there's too many hostiles around there right now, and I'm carrying too much stuff. Are you still following me, boar? Ah, that's not the only thing that's still following me. Going to the sanctuary is right out. Ordinarily, the sanctuary would be a great place, but it doesn't have a door. On the other hand, I need something, right? Yeah, you come at me, guys. I'll take you one at a time. Ah, nuts. Unfortunately, I didn't realize they had a shaman with them. Come on, guy. Come on. You were the last one to follow me. You might as well finish the job, right? And that takes care of my rude guests. I mean, seriously, guys. Okay, let's stop in here briefly. Let's see if we can get that rested bonus. We can also chow down some more victuals. Okay, I'm at the sanctuary. The next goal is to get all the way back to home base. It'll be a hell of a trip, but if I'm not having to deal with immediate problems like, say, trolls and Grey Dwarf spawners, I should do. And of course, what's the first thing I see over there? Running Grey Dwarves. Come on, man. Okay, they've got a structure over there. I'd rather not antagonize them if I don't have to. And from the sounds of it, I may have antagonized them. Yep. Well, let's make their lives as miserable as possible. Cross-country is always entertaining. Yes, I saw the deer, but you know, priorities, priorities. I don't need the deer meat right now. I mean, I do, but I don't. What I need is to get back to my home base. Especially after I spent all that time getting the thing refurbished. Stamina, stamina, stamina. This is why I went to get that rested bonus. So I wouldn't have to spend too much time recovering. Man, this hurts. All this wildlife here, and I'm letting them all live. But it's kind of a necessity because if I want to get back to the home base before nightfall, that's a pretty big deal. Plus, I'm kind of running on the borders of that mountain. And I've just managed to get the attention of a bunch more Grey Dwarves. Now, as bad as the Grey Dwarves are, as rough as the Shaman is, that's not the worst possible scenario. You see, there are also Grey Dwarf roots. And, well, they are exactly what it says on the tin. They hit like a hammer. A sledgehammer. It's a bad situation that I'm not really ready to fight the roots if I can avoid them. But on the bright side, I have accomplished quite a bit here, haven't I? I've gotten the cores I need. In fact, I've gotten, not only did I get enough cores to make the smelter, well, we'll see momentarily. First things first, go home. And we are entering the meadows area, which means I don't have to worry about the bloody Grey Dwarves anymore. Granted, I still have a ways to go, but I can spend a great deal of this time running, and not having to worry about too much except perhaps the occasional Grey Ling. And as we've seen demonstrated on any number of occasions, the Greylings are nobodies. I am running out of stamina from the meat food, so let's eat another cooked meat thing. Cooked meat thing, that's really descriptive. Incidentally, with Hearth and Home, the meat that's dropped from the boars and the deer are likely to be different. As I understand it, they're basically more finely tuning some of the objects that drop in the game. And meat is no longer going to be a simple, straightforward thing. Ah, nuts, I do need the leather hide. What to lose, what to lose. I'll lose the club. I'm pretty much done with what I need with the club now. It's all a question of go home. Yeah, you might have saw that. There was a fish there. Under the right circumstances, you can go fishing. Unfortunately, you need certain tools that are not yet available to me. And there it is. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Let's go by the fire and warm ourselves. Watch that wet go away. Let's go to the trunk and start putting stuff in there because honestly, I don't need to carry all of this. And in fact, it looks like I'm going to need to make another trunk soon. But first, let me check one more thing. Okay, good. Let's put out our maple. And we're going to put it back here. And that'll theoretically help my rested bonus. Theoretically. So if I rest, you'll notice that when you see the resting sign, it says a comfort followed by a number. And that number is a bonus given to the rested bonus as far as time goes. So I sit here long enough for the rested to kick off, and I have 12 minutes to work with. Let's see. I don't have enough for another trunk at the moment. Oh. I did put my seeds in there. Put the bones in there. We'll put the core wood in there. We're going to chop a few trees. Not many, just a couple. I don't need much wood for what I have in mind. In fact, these will do just nicely. That should do it. back inside. And over here, since I have that queen bee, I'm going to put down a beehive. And what'll happen is eventually they need more open space. Okay, so I can't do it there. I gotta pull it a little further away. The bees are happy. And since they're happy, they will continue to do their thing, and in time, they will generate honey. And honey will be a useful ingredient for all sorts of stuff. Now next, I'm going to build a charcoal kiln. And what this will do is it'll convert wood into coal. And finally, I need more stone. Darn, it's a good thing I have a pile of stone here ready for use. It's almost as if I planned it that way. So thanks to having my Sterling ores, I now have a smelter and a kiln, and let's see what Hugin will tell me. You have built a smelter. Deposit your raw ore in this furnace, and it will melt away all impurities, leaving you with a bar of refined metal to work at the forge. You will need coal to fuel the smelter. This can be produced by building a kiln and loading it with wood. Hence the reason why I went to the effort of getting all those early ores. Not bad, huh? And let's see, what do I need? Do I have? No, not yet. Okay, that's okay. And that feels like is a good stopping place for today. Let me see if I can build it. Do I have enough for that chest? I do, so we'll build another chest. And dump the rest of my currently unneeded supplies in there. We'll keep the food with me, keep the resin with me. I'm probably going to want to make a few more chunks of wood. Because if I end up going into another one of those crypts, and I will, I'm probably going to need more torches. We'll just do a quick chop on these guys. I'm trying to get the ones that are standing tall and not the bushes, because the bushes might still have strawberries. Like these guys. And strawberries are useful to keep around because they do eventually regrow. As long as you don't, do something stupid like chop up the bushes. Chop up trees. Don't chop up bushes. Oh, is that another trunk? It is. Sometimes the trunk is too low to chop. You have to readjust yourself until you get at it. And there are some trees that have stumps that are so low to the ground that the only way you're going to be able to get them is by using a pickaxe. I don't really recommend that. Okay, let's get that stump out of the way, and we'll get that last fallen piece of wood here, and we're going to say we have enough wood at that point. The other reason to have a supply of wood available is if you find yourself in a desperate need of having to make a shelter very quickly, it goes a lot better if you actually have the wood to build it. More strawberries. At some point, I'm going to consider making another door for the outpost here so that I can go in and out in either direction. Just not right now. Oh. Okay, here we go. We have an intruder. He's trying to hit the walls, but as you can see, the walls are standing up to it. Now, you'll notice when I move my cursor over the wall, there's this little yellow bar that's vertical right next to the cursor. That indicates the relative health of the item that you're highlighting. And you can also repair it. So these guys can hammer away all they want at the wall, but the wall ain't going nowhere. They don't have what it takes. There are things that have what it takes, but we're not going to worry about them now. I think this is a pretty good place to wrap things up for the day. What have we accomplished? As they say in certain videos. I've fortified the home base, so now we can have railings whacking away at my walls and being unable to do anything useful to them. I've explored the southern reaches of the Black Forest, and a lot of it, located lots of copper nodes, as well as one troll cave. Identified, most importantly, the copper is the most important part, because the copper, that's going to allow me to build a lot better material. And that is something that's going to be a big deal in future experiences in Valheim. More on that next time. And finally, we got the Surtling cores that allowed me to build both a smelter and the kiln, which will allow me to start entering the Bronze Age in earnest. I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight. Today. I'm so used to those evening streams. Thank everyone for watching today, whether you watched it live, on YouTube, or on Twitch, depending on where you found it. Ordinarily, I stream 2 different games. I stream Star Citizen on Saturday afternoons from 1 p.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern. And I stream Star Trek Online Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern to roughly 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Again, I thank everyone for watching. This is Korith Landwalker, signing off.